Hi, welcome to Ant Lab Games, where our board game playthroughs are always unpaid and ad-free.
I'm your host, Francis.
And I'm Anthony.
And today we're going to be taking you through Freshwater Fly. So this is a card drafting, really a set collection game for 1 to 4 players, designed by Brian Sori for Bellwether Games. Plays about 40 to 90 minutes.
All right, so join us at the table, and we'll show you how it plays. All right, welcome back.
Welcome to the river.
Welcome to our river.
Or the stream. It's
Our
probably
river of hope.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is how you fish during a quarantine.
Exactly.
I gotta tell
guess so. Yeah.
So what is Freshwater Fly? It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a fly fishing game, and we are going to catch us some fish. We are set up for 2 players. We'll go through the setup really quick. We'll touch on some of the rules, and then we're going to dive right into a playthrough, and we'll explain as we go, as per usual.
Yes.
So take a look at the table. Here we have our lovely river set up with all sorts of stocked fish, freshwater fish. And we are basically racing to be the first to catch 7 fish in this river. This is essentially at its heart a dice drafting game and a set collection game.
Right.
We're going to be rolling these dice, creating a dice pool, drafting those dice, which will determine where in the river we cast, depending on the pip count, or how many clicks we can go forward on our reel.
The reel of fortune.
The reel of fortune once we land a fish, right? So we'll explain how all of that works as we go on, but things to note. Along the bottom, we have the river floor, which has the riverbed. Yes,
the riverbed.
Some in some circles it may be referred to as riverbed. There are what we refer to as hatchery tokens, and these tokens are very important because they will determine whether or not a fish in that particular column will be interested in your fly, which we haven't actually selected and tied onto our reels yet. So you are going to be casting your line into the ocean, letting it drift maybe, or to the river, fresh water, hopefully hooking a fish, reeling them in, and then scoring some points.
Correct.
That's the down and dirty.
Really
Really high level explanation. And we'll get into it as we take our turns, and you'll catch on really quick because the rules are really quite straightforward. But I think we are going to talk about our reels here and our scoring conditions, because that's important.
Yeah, the only other thing I think that's important to know kind of before we get started is how we are going to actually get points. So there's a couple ways to do that. These fish have points associated with them. We don't know how valuable these fish are, with the exception of the fact that they come in 3 different strengths or varieties. So we have green fish, black fish, yellow fish, or goldfish. They're not goldfish.
1 fish, 2 fish, red fish.
In any case, they're going to vary in strength. They're going to vary in points, and then we also have some goals that we're going to be working towards individually. So each of our reels have been constructed differently. I'm going to be getting points for having a variety of hatchery token colors. So I may want to. I'll be probably tying a lot of different kinds of flies onto my rod. And then I'm also going to get some points for some combinations of different kinds of fish. I'm going to want to go after browns because they're going to give me points. What about you?
I'm basically going after mainly sets of 2 different types of fish. So I'm looking for rainbows and brooks, cutthroats and graylings, dollies and steelheads. So those 3 different sets. I'm also looking for every 2 different colored hatchery tokens, I will get 3 points as well.
Nice.
They're also global scoring.
Right. So we have at the top here things we're all going to get points for, and those are going to be 3 points for each set of varying difficulty fish. And then first person to 7 fish, which again is going to end the game, is going to get 2 points. And then last here we have the person who has the most coho fish, because they are more rare.
They are
6 points.
Super expensive. So keep in mind the easier the fish, or the lower grade fish, the greens, are the easiest to land, meaning that they just take less time to get in to the boat.
They're a little lazy.
They're a little bit weaker. That's all. There are rocks, and those you'll be able to earn these cards, and they give you additional abilities that you'll be able to have. One thing to keep in mind is that we have this finesse track here, and finesse can be used to do all sorts of mitigation with regards to the dice face, with regards to landing and hooking a fish, even moving these hatchery tokens around. So there's a lot of different things you can do. We'll explain the mechanics as we go on, but you're going to be player one. And we'll get right to it, I think.
All right. So I'm going to start off by rolling the dice.
Roll the dice.
Whoa. Okay, cool. So we've got some fours. Wow, we got a lot of fours.
Yep. Another thing to keep a note for the setup, with a
six,
2-player game, you're going to use the 2 to 3 player side of this river floor, these tiles. You're also going to be playing with 7 dice.
Yes, correct. All right, so I'm going to first grab my fly.
Yeah, so real quick, turn structure. You are going to draft a die, and you're going to do one of 3 things. You're going to cast if you don't have a fish on. You're going to reel that fish in if you do have a fish on, or you can spend a die to gain 2 finesse points. That's it.
All right, so I'm going to go with the gray.
Right. Very first turn of the game, you will choose a fly to attach to your rod.
Yep.
And you will be able to change that at any point in the game, depending on how if you want to spend finesse points, there's other ways to do it.
So I'm going to pick the 6. So I'm going to be casting into the number 6 column. And you may be asking yourself, why would you do that? Because there are no gray hatchery tokens in there, right? But that's okay, and I'll explain why in a second. So I'm going to cast all the way up here to this rainbow fish. And because I don't match any of those hatchery tokens,
yes, so
I'm actually not going to get any opportunities to catch fish in that column.
Yeah, you can only hook a fish if you have a fly whose color matches a hatchery token in the column of the fish you're trying to hook.
Right. So I'm going to cast a little bit upstream, if you will, because what that's going to allow me to do is drift.
Right.
So if I am not able to catch a fish on my first cast out, then I have 2 opportunities to drift down the river and potentially catch some fish. So right now I can move either to this space or to diagonal space to try and catch one of these fish.
The river's always moving that way.
Right. So I am going to go ahead and try to catch this brown because I do need to catch some browns. Now, my fly does match one of those hatchling tokens. And as an incentive for moving and drifting.
Well, I think the simulation here is that if you're a seasoned fisher person, that the drifting of the lure, the fly itself, is more enticing to the fish.
Right.
So you have a better shot at it because it's traveling downstream.
Yeah, it's not like a dead fish.
Right. So if you were, so here's the thing, and we haven't explained this mechanic yet. So when you fish and you cast, when you land in the first column, if you match on the fish, if you have a matching
lure
token, a hatchery token,
Yeah.
you automatically get 1 card drawn. So there's a deck of 4 cards that represent whether or not you're going to catch the fish, right? There's 3 misses and a hit. Always. It's always 4 cards. It's always three misses and a hit. And it's always shuffled before you cast. We are using an app that simulates this.
Yes.
Right? It's made for this game.
Yes.
You literally just have to hit it and it will draw the cards for you and hit it. It's not required by any means.
Yeah.
This is not an app-driven game, just so you don't think it is and get turned off by that.
It just prevents us from having to shuffle 4 cards over and over.
It saves us time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be shuffling this deck of 4 cards over and over and over and over again. And maybe you enjoy that, but I don't. So we're going to use this. It is set up. So on your first cast, if you match up that hatchery token with your lure, you get 1 hit.
Right.
Whether or not you catch it, you don't know. And then you get 2 opportunities to drift. Once, twice, and if you don't catch any fish, your cast is over. You catch nothing. You lose.
Right.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
I said good day.
I basically gave up on that opportunity to try and catch a fish in column 6 because I knew I wanted to drift. Now I get to draw 2.
2 cards. That's the bonus of the drift. So we will draw 2. So you basically hit 1, miss.
And it's a lure.
Hit 2. It is a hit. So fish on.
All right. Awesome. So I have effectively caught this brown. Well, I didn't really catch him yet. No, he's just stuck on my fishing hook.
Brown.
Right?
Yes.
So first thing I'm going to do is flip him over. He is going to go here into the black section that matches his difficulty level. A couple things to note about this card. So again, there's some hidden information that I've just revealed after catching or after landing this fish. First, some points associated with the fish. The second is going to be, they consider this like drag. So this is the fish kind of fighting back. This has a value of 1, which means that as I begin to reel him in, it's going to take me +1 to whatever the die pip count. So effectively, you're reducing your die pip count by 1 because it's going to take me longer to get around this reel to actually get him in. So that's number 1. Second, because he was located next to this rock, I do get to take one of those rock cards as well. The very top one, as a matter of fact. And this is going to give me a bonus. So in this case,
looks like victory points.
Victory points at the end.
Yeah,
so,
end game.
Yeah, so I'll put that there. Yeah, anything with this like red border is going to end up being victory points. So, okay, cool. And then I think that's it.
You're done.
One more thing. I'm going to take
you have to
the
take your
hatch token that matches the fly that I used. That's going to go in here, and that's actually going to become my
handle. Otherwise, how are you supposed to reel that fish in?
Just pull him.
Yeah, that's not how it works. All right, so I'm going to draft the 6, and I'm going to cast the rainbow.
What kind of fly are you using?
Oh, yeah. So I will choose a blue fly.
Okay.
So now I'm stuck with this fly until I decide to change it. So I have I have a very rough chance here of catching it. So,
all right, so you get
but
one.
I do get 1. And we
You
hit.
got it.
Boom.
Wow,
First
okay.
cast, first try.
Nice.
I land a rainbow. Sweet. So it is a gold, so it's the toughest one. It also has a drag of 2, which is rough, but it's going to be worth 6 points when I get that fish in.
That's good.
So I will replace that, and I will take the blue, and it's your turn.
All right, great.
And we're going to keep drafting dice until they're all gone, and that'll end the round.
Yes. So now that I have a fish on my, he's hooked.
He's on the hook.
Right, he's on the hook.
He's on the hook.
Obviously, I can't cast out again. So all of my dice actions right now are going to be spent, for the most part, on reeling this guy in. So I'll take a 4. And now again, I'm going to use the 4, but I'm not going to be able to go 4 spaces here. I'm only going to go 3 because he's fighting me. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to land on this finesse token. So I get to increase my finesse. And again, I think we don't think we mentioned this, but this is one of the only ways that you're going to be able to switch out your fly. So we mentioned earlier, you can only catch kind of what you have a fly for. And you're not going to be switching this out every round or every turn. This is going to be something that you're going to have to actually take some time, step out of the river, dry off your pants, and fix.
And fix your fly. I'm going to take a 3. The 3 is going to be -2 for the drag here, so I'm only going to actually go up 1 space. But every one of these spaces on your reel has an action that you take.
Yes.
This one allows me to put my drag token over the drag token on my fish, and it completely negates that. So I've set my drag, and now I don't have to worry about that penalty going forward.
That's good.
It's very good.
Excellent. All right, I think I'm going to go with a 4 again. And that's going to turn into a 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm also going to get that ability to cover up my drag here. But because I've passed this top reel, the top of the reel here, this is going to actually move down to green. So if that wasn't clear, wherever you catch your fish, you're actually going to be traversing this reel even.
So that's how many
more,
revolutions.
So, yeah.
So for the goldfish, not the goldfish, but the gold-colored fish, it'll take you 1, 2, 3 revolutions in order to catch that fish. So it's essentially going to take you longer to land it, but it's going to be worth more points. So that's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the top. Slides him 1 level closer, and it is your turn.
Let's see. What do I want to do? All right, I'll take this 3 because it's the last one. But I think what I'm going to do is actually spend one of my finesse points to turn that into a 4. because that way, see, the thing is, if I move here if I land on this 3, it does nothing for me. So, because he's the black level fish. 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I go all the way around, I'm able to actually get him off my line, pull him onto shore, pose and take a picture with him, and then he can go wherever fish
Probably up
go
there.
when you're done with
So people can look at it and leave the victory points up so we can see how many points.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
People like to keep track.
Okay. That is true.
All right, so at the end of the round, now that all the dice have been drafted, you count up your total pip count. So I've got 13.
I have a lot more than that.
Okay, so I am now player 1.
Go.
We will shift the ocean bottom, or the river bed,
I love this part. Yeah.
over 1. So now we're simulating like the fish moving.
Yeah. So instead of having to move all those cards and like changing things up, you're just moving the riverbed.
So these all go discarded.
Yep.
This tile comes to the beginning, and we draw 4 more hatchery tokens from the bag.
Very important that you don't put the hatchery tokens back in the bag because again, there's a limited number of each type, so we want them all to come out like pretty.
You want an even spread.
Yeah.
All right, so we are ready for the next. So I will roll this up, and we will jump in. All right.
Okay.
I might as well take the 6 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Might as well.
Bring him one more step closer.
Yeah. Cool. And I get to cast out again. If I would like. I saw this gray kind of like lure fly. So maybe I'll cast out. I'll take the 3 and I'll cast out to this coho.
All right, and you have a gray, so
And I
you
do.
do get
One
a hit.
hit.
So we'll see
Hit me.
what happens here. Miss.
I missed it.
So now you drift.
So he's going to drift to this more fancy coho.
All right, so you get 2. 1, 2.
Oh, I
miss.
missed it again.
Drift one more time.
Oh man. Okay. I'll drift down here to this another.
But there are no
brown
hatchery
fish.
tokens, so you have an unsuccessful cast.
Oh, that was pretty crappy.
Well, I guess that's how it goes when you fish, huh?
Fishing. That's fishing for you.
That's fishing. So I'll take this 4, and I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will finish and land this rainbow. Very nice. Very nice looking fish. And you want to keep your tokens.
Yeah, at the end. Okay. All right. I guess I'll take the 4 and cast out here. To the rainbow.
Okay.
I get nothing. For
Oh, all
that,
right.
by
So you're
the
going
way.
to drift.
So I'm going to drift again. I'll drift to coho.
All right. You will get 2 now. 1 and 2.
Really?
Wow. Drift again.
Well, I
Coho.
have to hit him this time.
Boom.
There we go. Okay.
Fish on.
Cool. So, Mr. Coho, you're coming here.
Get another rock card.
I do get another rock card for that.
always nice.
Yeah. So we can replace that. Get my rock. A what? Okay, I have too many goals here. Too many goals. All right, and he is a strength of 2. He's tough.
Cool.
I have to take this
Yep.
out of here. So.
You're all set? All right, so I've got a blue. What do I want to go after now? Do I need to catch a dolly? I do actually need to catch a dolly.
Nadali?
The dolly, yeah. So I'm going to take a 5, actually, and I'm going to cast up here
Okay.
because there's nothing. So we are going to drift 1. So I'm going to get 2
Okay.
cards for this. So let's reset.
You can click it.
1, 2. Oh,
Yeah, you get nothing.
drift. So do I want to cutthroat? Yeah, maybe. Go for the cutthroat. So I'm going to get 2 more. So you're gonna, I'll get the hit.
Yeah.
Boom. So I landed the cutthroat. Man, I'm going after these tough fish. I get the blue.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I guess drag of 1. So you're up.
Oh, a 5 or a 5? Which do I want? Which should I take? All right, so I have a 5 that is going to turn into essentially a 3. 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3. I'll take it. So.
All right, and I'll finish with the 5, but this is going to actually be a 4 because of the drag. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Because he's gold, he's actually going to go down a click. Golds get pushed back, but I do gain a finesse token because of that.
That's good.
That's the end.
All right.
So I've got a lot of points here.
Okay.
So you are going to be
I
player
have
1
not many here.
for sure.
That's why that works out nicely.
Right. So we're going to again
Push these off of here.
fish are swimming.
And we're not repopulating these hatchery tiles,
We are not.
by the way. Okay.
All right. You roll them up.
Wow. Okay. Lots of low counts here.
Okay, you put yours so far away from me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So you can focus on them. You're like,
Let me just strategize really quick by myself. All right, so I'm not taking any of those 2s because that's a terrible idea. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And grab one of those.
Keep in mind, you have 2 drag on that fish.
Well, that's why I'm saying 6.
Oh, with the 6,
I could
yeah.
take the 6 and take 4.
Oh, you could do that.
You know?
Yeah, those are good. Those momentum tiles are really good.
Yeah. I think I might do that. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll take the 6, and that will give me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which gives me a momentum token. Slides him down 1 because I passed there, and I will take, I think, this one that lets me switch out my fly.
Yep, those are one-time use that you can do before or after your cast. I will choose the 4, and that'll give me 3 with the drag. 1, 2, 3, so I can get this on and bring him down 1. Your turn.
Man, he's so tough. One, 2, 3. So he's going to bring me back to a 2. Like every time. But I'll do it anyway, so we'll do this, and that'll just effectively move me here. Bump him up 1.
That's not terrible. Take the 3. I'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'll go up 1 here. Boom.
Should have paid. Is this only when you're in 0? You can pay to bump.
No, you can do that, but it's the cost of a die. So you basically, instead of casting or reeling, you just use your die to give you 2 finesse.
See, I would have done that instead of landing on this.
But you still moved forward, right?
Oh, but I still moved forward.
Yeah.
I only moved forward by 1 though.
It's still 1.
You know what
Always
I mean?
making progress. You're bringing that.
Well,
that
not
fish a little
really
bit
though.
closer.
Not really. Not really. I want to stay here and not move up and just spend this die to bump me up here instead.
For the 2?
Yeah. So does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
all right.
instead of using the 3, and I'll explain why. Because right now this fish fights me for 2. So by using by spending a 3, yes, I'm moving up 1, but I'm not going to be able to use any of these dice to move him up. What I can do now that I'm here in this 4 finesse is I can spend a finesse to cover up his thing and make him a little bit weaker. And now when I take my die, I'm actually going to start moving, which is good. So I can move 2, and then he is a gold, so he's going to move back 1, and I'm going to get that finesse anyway. So,
All right.
so there.
1, 2. So he's going to move a little bit closer.
Okay, and I'm going to take the 2, and he will also move closer.
All right. So what is your tally? I have 9.
I have 6, 7, 8, 9, a lot more than
All right,
that.
so I'm player 1. We are sliding the river.
Okay. We're just like struggling with these awesome fish.
They're tough fish. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
That means we're bringing in some big points. All right. So. So just take the 5. That'll bring me all the way around and land this cutthroat.
Okay, and I'm going to take the 6 and do the same thing. So he's going to go all the way around. +1, but it doesn't really matter because he's going to come back. Once you reel him in, you can like stay there. So, okay, so I've got that guy. This comes off, and it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to take... Yikes. This is bad. I guess I'll take a 3 and cast to the grayling. But I don't even have... There's no blue there. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, you can
That's fine.
switch your...
I'll go
Why
there.
don't you switch your fly? Cost you 1 finesse. Big deal.
I'm just going to go for it.
Okay.
Go for the grayling. So
Okay.
I don't have a match, right?
What?
I
You do
don't-
not.
I do not.
No.
So we're gonna drift.
Okay.
So drift me to the cutthroat, and I'm gonna get 2 pulls. 1, 2, miss. Drift again. I don't have a match.
You're out.
I'm out. Your turn.
All right. Wow. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Actually, we're not in a boat.
We're on the shore.
We're on the shore. So I'll draft the 2. Ugh, it's so tough. So you still only have a 50-50 shot. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the breaks when fishing.
I know. I could switch out my... Maybe I'll do... I don't think I'm going to switch out my fly. I've caught so many gray
Okay.
fish that I
Just
am
cost
ready.
you 1 finesse.
It does. Or I could use my momentum
You
token.
could do that too.
Which I think I'll do. So this goes back up there.
Yep.
And I'll use that to switch this out. And I think I'll take... maybe I'll do a white. There seems to be like a lot of white fish out there.
Okay. Whitefish.
Whitefish. And I will start off in 3. And I will go for... Let's go for this coho.
All right.
see.
Let's see if
I'm
you
itched.
match it. Okay.
Nope.
Miss. Drift.
That's a miss.
Miss. Drift. Brown. Miss. Hit.
Yes.
Yay, you landed the brown.
All right. So brown it is. He's gonna come here. I hit him with a white, and I get the rock card.
Oh, you get turn a
That's
5 into a
nice.
6.
That's good.
That's an always, all the time. I don't
This
think they
is
can
an
see anything
always.
below
Oh,
your
they can't.
board.
Here, I'll put it there. That's an always.
It's an always ability,
Yeah.
which is good. All right, so I don't have many choices. I could try to land a fish in... That's going to be tough. That's going to be real tough. You know what? I'm going to spend this and go green.
Okay. Good idea. These the flies, by the way, are double-sided, so in case you were wondering.
Yes, so we are going green, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to cast, I'm going to change it to a 3, and I'm going to cast this is my one shot. Let's go for the grayling. Ugh. All right. I get 1 shot, 1 card. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Miss.
Ugh,
Ugh.
that stinks.
All right, so he's just going to go bloop, 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 and then miss everything. All right,
Pull
you're
it
up.
back in. Great. Got a 1, but my fish is a strength of 1. So that's not good.
You can push the pip up to get
What?
you. If you push your pip up to a 2, you could at least.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right? Why not? You're not doing anything with those.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you could just spend
I
that
was
and
gonna
put
say
your thing over
spend
it.
this and do this, but then it's
It's the same thing.
like 6 of 1, whatever.
Yeah.
So
But
No
if
big
you
deal.
used it to move the pip up, you would at least move your reel up 1.
oh, but I'm still gonna move it up 1. Anyway,
Not if you were
'cause
to
I'm drafting a 1.
Yes, agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, either
It's
way.
gonna be the same
It
thing,
doesn't matter.
so.
So I'm just going to use my 1 to get 2 finesse. Call it a day.
Okay.
So that's it.
That's
It's the end
it.
of the round. So how many points do you have?
I have 10.
I have 11. All right, so you're player 1.
Okay.
I'm going to move these off.
Oh yeah, let's do that first. Okay. I feel like we should have like a babbling like brook
In the
sound in
background?
the background, like that alarm clock. It's
That would
like
be- that would be weird.
right?
Kind
I
of.
don't know.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. There. Is that better for you?
I guess so.
Can you see the dice?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oops. Okay. All right. I think I'll take. I think I'll take one. I'll take this 5,
Mhm.
and that'll just take me 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that takes me back there.
Mhm.
I'll take 4. And just go here.
Okay. So slide your fish.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the. I'm going to take the 3 and bump it up to a 4 and cast onto the dolly.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter because there's nothing. I don't have a white fly, so I'm going to just drift to the grayling. And here I'm going to get 2.
Yes.
So let's see. 1.
Wow.
First shot.
Nice.
We landed a grayling.
And you also get a rock card for that.
The rock.
The rock.
You smell what he's cooking?
I do. I think he's cooking grayling.
Oh, look at that. It's the people's eyebrow.
And we were out of rocks right there.
Yep. All out of rocks.
So that's that.
Alrighty. So I pulled them off of here, right? Pulled a green. It's your turn.
Okay. I'll take 5 and go all the way around and catch this fish.
Mm-hmm.
So there he is.
So I'll take this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so if I take a 6, that'll bring me right back to here because of the drag.
All right. Take your 6.
I did.
Oh, you did? This is an extra 6?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Guess I'm taking that since I'm already headed towards. Let's see. I really should be trying to get some of these sets probably, but I feel like I should be switching out my fly. There's so many white hatchling tokens out there,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not worth anything to me.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Which is why I'm like, should we switch? Should I switch? Maybe I will. I'll go ahead and I'll pay that. I'll pay the price to switch this to like a green, maybe. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
and cast out to that 6 that I told you. And we'll go to do the dolly maybe.
All right, you get 1 hit.
An easy one.
Boom,
Nope.
it's a miss.
So the rainbow.
Rainbow, you get 2. Hit.
And that's
So
it.
you've got yourself a rainbow.
An easy rainbow fish.
And you get a card.
Oh, he's like laziest fish. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, so
And I caught him on a green, right? So
yep,
take this.
a green on the float.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go with a white. So I'm gonna change this out and switch to a white lure.
Okay. We basically just traded.
Yeah.
Green doesn't do anything for me either. Why did I take that?
I don't know. So I'm gonna also spin another one of these and pump this to a 2 to go up 1.
Okay.
So that I can put this on my grayling. Your turn.
Okay. And I'll take the 1. But I'm gonna use it to bump this up here.
Okay. That's it. So we are at the end.
6.
I've got
You have
10.
a lot more than me, yeah.
I have a lot more than you.
I mean, I have a lot more than you.
I was like, man, I don't have that much.
Okay.
All right.
How are we doing on hatch
We're
tokens
okay.
over there?
We're okay. We're getting there. Maybe like 1 or 2 more rounds, and we'll be able to put those back in the bag.
Should use that leather bag we have instead of that
That's all right.
that one.
That's what came with the game.
I know.
We're just showcasing the components that came with the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me roll these up. Wow, some high rolls, high rolling. All right, so I need a 1, 2, 3, 4 to land this fish. I might as well just do it.
Okay.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Land the grayling.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take the 5 and just 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I paid a finesse to change a 1 to a 2, and I can do that automatically.
Yeah, that's silly. Why
I
you
totally
do
didn't think
that?
about that, so I took
That's
that
fine.
back.
Okay.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what you were thinking.
Okay, here we go. I am going to cast out to 6.
Okay.
So we are going to start by trying to land this dolly. Or do I want that brook? Maybe I'll go for the brook. So we can land the brook first. So I have the white, so I get 1 shot, right?
Okay.
Boom, it's a miss. So let's slide down to the steelhead.
Okay.
Boom, I get 2. 1, boom, it's a hit. So we landed the steelhead.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Okay.
On a white.
I'm going to start by sliding this down and switching this out to a... Oh man, what do I want to switch to? A blue.
Mm.
I don't know. Because it makes most sense for me to cast out to the 6 place. Yeah, man, this is tough. Okay. 6 it is. I'll try to go brook. Actually, let me go.
All right, so you get 1 hit. Miss.
Okay.
Drift.
I'll go to the brook.
For 2. Boom.
Caught.
You caught your brook.
Okay.
And you get a card.
Thank you. Whoa, nice. Yep.
All right, so I will just take. I'll take the 2, and that'll give me a 1 because of the. Oh, so that means I can put this drag on there. Okay. So no more drag.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
You always leave me with like the same option. It's like, would I like a 3 or a 3? All right, and I can go 1, 2, 3, and move this up.
Okay. So I'm gonna push this up to a 4, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide him over 1. That's it.
That's all. All right.
Slide the river. All right. How many pips?
What's happening with the river? It's like an earthquake.
I don't know.
How many pips do I have?
Yeah.
I have, like, I don't know. Well, you have more than me, I think.
I do.
have
I have
14.
15. All right. So yep, you are player 1. Roll them up.
How many fish do you have? Almost 4?
This will be my 4th. Yeah.
6.
You have 4 as well, and you're almost 5.
I have almost 5. I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wasn't complaining. Okay, lots of 1s.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
It's gonna be exciting. Okay.
So, are you reeling in?
Yeah, I am. I'll go ahead and take one of these 1s and go here, because he's a green fish, he automatically gets pulled in. So.
Okay, and I will take the 6, because that will bring him all the way around. Okay.
Ones and 2s. This is terrible. I guess I'm going to do this and switch this out. I'm switching this out to like an orange maybe. I guess. And with that orange, oh, I can't even cast out to like a 3, can I?
You can bump it up.
Well, I can do that, like... Actually, you know what I'll do?
Yeah, move on.
And this is essentially the same, so, because we haven't done this yet, so I'll just illustrate how this works. I'm going to spend another finesse, and I'm going to... How do I want to do this? I'm going to move one of these. We can move these by spending finesse. So I can either move it here or here. So I'm kind of just moving that hatch thing down this way. So now I have kind of something that I can land on. And do I want to spend another to change that pip count? I think I might.
Okay.
No, I think I won't. I'll just do this. I'll just take the 2. Well, I was going to move it. I was going to do this, and then, you know what I mean? But whatever, so it's fine. I'm just trying to get through cards, because...
Well, where are you fishing?
No, oh, sorry. I'm casting out. I'm casting out here.
Okay. 1 card. You hit.
Oh my gosh, of course I caught him.
All right, you caught him.
I didn't really want him. I didn't want this fish.
Well, you got the cutthroat. Good stuff.
I wanted.
Bring the dolly in. And you caught him on an orange.
I did. All right.
Excellent. So I will take the 2 as well. And I will cast. Cast at the dolly. So this is white, so I get 1 draw.
Mm-hmm.
Miss.
Missed.
We will drift to this other dolly.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I can't drift that high,
Yeah.
can I? So a brown or a steelhead, huh? What do I have? Oh man, I've got all them already. I really don't want either of them. Let's go for the brown then.
Okay.
1.
You got him.
I hit the brown. Wow, it's gonna be a tough fish to
That
bring
is going to
into.
be tough. I will take that
brutal.
next fish, please. Thank you.
All right, your draft.
I wish I could, like, not use that fish. I don't really want that fish. Can I throw him back?
Mm-mm.
You sure I can't put him back in the water?
No, this is no catch and release game.
I would like to put him back. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just take the 1. Slowly start moving him up the chain.
All right, take a 1. 1 becomes 2.
Actually, I'm going to
put me
spend
here?
another 1 to make this a 2.
Okay.
I pumped this down, and then I'm going to take one of these guys.
Oh shoot! I forgot.
I'm
to
sorry?
take, I forgot to take my weight.
Oh yeah, your guy. Definitely do that. I'm going to take this one. Okay.
Okay, your turn.
And I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to use this to add 3 finesse.
Mm.
1, 2, 3.
All right, that's the round.
Okay.
You are
2,
player
3,
1
4,
still.
5. Yeah.
All right, so let's
Oh yeah.
move this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I saw this orange one.
Mm-hmm.
I still have this stupid guy on my on my line.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just take a 2 and move him up 1, 2, and then bump him off.
Well, 6 fish.
I know.
6 fish.
Just 6 fish. I didn't want him though. I could have thrown him back, but you said no.
It's the breaks. So I'll take the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slide him up. All right, your turn.
Let's see. I know what I want. Okay, I'm going to spend 1 here and move this guy here. And then I'm going to take the 5 and cast out there. Cast out to this steelhead. So that's one card.
Mm. Miss.
And I'll come down to the rainbow.
Hit.
And I got him. Okay. Wow. Wowza.
Ooh, he's a tough one.
He's tough. Okay.
What color lure did you just?
Oh, I did another orange one.
Okay. Dolly. Okay, that's easy enough for me. I'll take the 5 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, darn it. I need to weaken this fish. You know?
Yeah, that's tough. Wow.
+1 fish.
You used to draw an additional fish card.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I had to try to hit him again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to spend this right here
Mm-hmm.
to change this 2 into a 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to do enough, is it? But I can do it twice. I can change it into a 4.
Can you though?
Can you? I don't know if that's ever come up before. I'm not sure. Well, here's what I'll do. I'm going to change it into a 3, but I have permanent 3 becomes 4. So we'll do it that way.
Okay.
So he becomes 4. And that becomes a 1, and this gets covered up.
Okay. That's fine.
Not like I'll be able to reel him in, probably not.
So I'll take the 1 and grab one of these tiles. Probably go with this one.
Okay, and I'll take the 1. And go up 1 and take this.
You can only have 1.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You can flip it.
Yeah. I'll just put this back up then. Using that.
Okay. So I have the least pips.
Yes.
So I get to be player 1 this round.
Finally.
Yes.
Okay.
And draw that. See if we empty the bag this time.
We're getting close.
That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
All right.
All right. So we rolled up. And wow. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this 3. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Land him. And then use this to get a finesse and cast to 4.
Nice, yeah, that's
But
good.
I'm going to spend that finesse to move a token
Okay.
here.
Perfect. Okay.
And then this goes away.
Yeah.
You get 1 use. This is how you kind of leverage these moves, right? So I will cast to 4. Doesn't matter where, because I don't have anything. White.
Yep.
So I'm going to slide over.
And get 2.
Right, so I'll slide over here and get 2 on the coho. Not that I want it, but I'll take it. Miss.
Hit. You got him.
I didn't want it. But I landed a coho.
It's good if you can reel him in, though.
If I can, sure. But he's brutal. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Guess I will
It's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the 4, and that'll give me 1 to get the drag token. Your turn.
I'll take the 5,
Mm-hmm.
which turns into a 6 for me.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Max out on finesse.
Mm-hmm. 3. 1, 2, 3. But this goes down. Finesse.
And I'll take the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And ooh, I'm gonna take the 3. Take the 3 and turn it into a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide him down.
Take the 2 and bring him down 1. That's it.
Perfect.
How many
All
do you
right.
have? I have 12.
Yeah.
You have more.
More.
All right, slide him down.
Okay.
That tile ended up empty.
It did end up empty.
That's
yeah.
pretty funny.
All right.
I roll. I roll.
I roll.
All right, we are getting close.
Okay.
All right. Wow, we got a lot of big numbers. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well do the 5. Get back here. All right. Boom. Coho is almost in.
All right, I guess I'll do the 4. And that'll bring him in 1, 2, 3, 4, but it doesn't matter, so Mr.
Land of the rainbow.
Rainbow Trout gets to come back.
All right, I'll grab a 5. Bring us back around. Land the coho. Boom. That's a big fish coming in.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you've got your 7th fish.
I do have my 7th, yeah.
All right. All right. So at the end of this round, that's the end of the game.
I know.
So we
It's
will
my turn?
finish it. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to start out by trying to see what else is out there, if there's anything even worth doing anything with. I'm gonna use this actually to switch out my fly to a blue.
Oh, look at you.
And then maybe there's something easy I can catch. Not really, huh? See, I need to take a look at what I have here, because I've got a brook, a rainbow. Could use a dolly.
There's plenty out
An
there.
easy one. Oh, and I've got a blue. I could try to get that.
You could.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna move this here. You with me so far? And then I will cast out to the 2, but I'll make this a 3. Cool? So I'll cast out to 3 to the dolly. Let's see what we got.
All right. So you're going to get 1 card for the dolly. And it's
Of
a hit.
course.
Wow, you
Of course
landed
it's not the easy
the
one.
hard one.
Of course.
That's good. Oh, look, a nice easy one comes
Another
out.
one came out.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, that stinks. That totally reeks.
Yeah, there's like no way.
Well, I could could go for it.
Go for what?
Trying to land a dolly, but I don't think I could. There's not enough
There's
dice left in the game to land another fish.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I'm like, even this one on my hook, it's like pretty much not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not worth it. So it's like I could say, okay, I'm gonna go 1, which becomes a 2, cast to the dolly.
Right.
I don't have a matching thing, so I'm gonna go. Actually, no, I cast to the rainbow, and then drift to the dolly, and maybe get a 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't. Otherwise,
I would say your best bet is probably to try to switch out your lure and cast to something.
I don't have enough. I need at least 2 finesse to do that.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't have any.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, look! I hit the first card. I caught the dolly.
You got it.
I didn't catch it. If it was green, this would have been really good.
Yeah,
I would have had a shot.
Yeah, bring out that coho.
At landing them. But no, it's a strength 2 dolly.
I know, it's what I just got.
Yeah, so it's like we're not even going to get them in.
But you know we'll try.
Sure, you go ahead. Reel them in. So yeah, I caught the dolly on the white.
All right, so I mean, I could. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough because you're going to take the last die anyway, right? So that's kind of silly. Because I was going to say I could do a 4, make it a 5, and then make that 5 a 6. You know what I mean?
That'll just get you around.
And that's
once.
just going to get me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all it's going to do.
Right. And then I'll take a 5, and I'm only going to go up 1, 2, 3. And that'll give me a finesse.
Right.
And
So
that's
it. Yeah, we tried.
Right. So, but that's okay. We just got to score it up now.
All right, cool. Let's do it. Let's fish.
All right, final scoring. So let me get out my calculator. You might want to get out your calculator.
Oh, my calculator?
And then we will do
It's
some
missing.
math.
All right.
So basically, going to just count up our fish, count up our hatch tokens. The token on your rod or your reel
does count.
Does count. So you put that in your collection, but the fish that was on the hook does not. So discard that fish. So these are going to be counted towards end game.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, he got caught with that.
And we have our fish. So you're trying to look at our sets here to see what we were able to.
Oh wait,
achieve.
I caught this dolly with a blue.
Yeah.
I didn't take this.
All right, so take the blue.
Whatever. Okay.
But that just goes into your collection now.
That
So
was technically this one, I guess.
So now we're just going to add up. So you add up all the points for your fish plus your bonuses.
Right.
And then we'll do the let's do our global bonuses first.
Okay. Before we do our
before you do your individual. So let's start with how many sets of colors? Wow,
so
I didn't get any.
I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I have 2 sets.
You have 2 sets
level
of the 3. All right, so you get
whatever.
6
Sorry,
points.
6 points.
All right. I don't have any.
I was the first to 7.
You were the first 7, so you get 2 more. And I was the.
We have both. We both have a coho.
You bought a coho?
I have a coho.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
I do as well. So we're tied.
Yeah.
So we'll split it 3 points each.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. So that's the global. So then I'll count up my fish.
Now these I need to check and see what they want me to do with this, because I think I get to add a point to either this fish or this
either
fish,
or, yeah.
right? So I get to pick. I have brooks. I don't have grayling, so it would make sense for me to use that on the brook. Cutthroat and rainbow. This makes sense to use it on rainbows. So, sorry, I'm talking a lot.
Okay, don't have that. I do have that. 3 points. And dolly, steelhead, didn't get my dolly. Ugh. Did terrible. Couldn't get any of my sets.
1. And then I just have to do these. So I get 2 points per these guys. That's 4. And then, that's the gray one? That looks gray, right? And then 1 for each of these. So I get 2 for my oranges. My browns Crown, brown. I get 4. And then Dolly, Rainbow, Brook. I didn't get it.
No Dolly.
Rainbow, Brook. No Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have 4 different colors of these.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 5.
Mm-hmm.
53?
44. It's
Oh,
close.
that's close, yeah. Nice. All right.
Good
Let's
stuff.
talk about it.
All right. All right, there you have it. Freshwater fly fishing.
Pull off your waders.
My waiters. Waiter? So,
Okay, cool. So this is one we've been wanting to get to the table for a really, really long time.
I can't even tell you how long.
So we were just like, screw it, we're gonna do it.
We're going to do it. So yeah, that's sort of our new MO now. We're just going to grab a game off the shelf and do a video.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the newest of the new. It's just
Yeah.
going to be stuff that we haven't been able to get filmed.
Right, but that we've really enjoyed. So so this was a follow-up to Cold Water Crown, which is another fishing game that we did not film
We did not yet.
but we may.
I definitely
They're
want
both
to.
really good.
I like that one.
Yeah.
This one's
it's
more
very different.
micro to Cold Water Crown's
Right.
macro.
Yeah, Cold Water Crown's more of a like fishing tournament type of thing, and this
On
is
a
more
big lake, yeah.
Yeah, and this is more like you physically feel like you're fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And you're
that's the
reeling each
pace.
fish in. Yeah,
You're
yeah,
reeling
yeah.
it all in.
With the other
and
one's more
everything.
like you're hitting different areas of the lake,
Right.
and you'll see if we cover that one.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
Right.
so great. I mean, great theme. Like I'll just talk about theme. Like
Okay.
so like fishing is sort of like my ingrained in my upbringing.
Yeah.
I did a lot of fishing as a kid. Into my early 20s, I did tons of fishing, freshwater fishing and saltwater fishing. But I really relate more to the freshwater side of it, and never did fly fishing though. But I think as far as like just capturing the feel of the fishing, and it really for me, it just the theme nails it.
Yeah, it was funny because when we played this when we first got it, we got through our first game and I was like, I feel like I actually feel like I was fishing. Like in a lot of the games that we play, as you all know, you're doing things kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. It's my brain.
Just use your words.
My brain doesn't work anymore. No, but there's like it's abstract, right? So everything is very abstract. So you're like, okay, we're gonna do this, and this represents this, you know? And you kind of have to get your mind around, it's a game, I'm rolling some dice, this is what it represents, and that's about it. But with this, I feel like maybe because it's so micro, and you are thinking about, what color lure am I going to put on to try to get the fish that I want to get, and you're accounting for things like drift. It's so very similar to the actual experience that it is almost like as relaxing as the actual experience.
It really
too.
is, yeah.
So we were playing it and I'm like, I kind of feel like, I don't know if it's like a super fun video to watch, because it's a lot like watching people.
It's a lot like
fish.
watching people play board games.
That is true.
So, and you're here, so you
here.
enjoy that.
Right,
So this hits the nail on the head. There's no question.
But it's not. But what I'm trying to say is like, it's like when you sit down and you play like a game of chess, for example. Like there's so much going on in your mind. You know what I mean? That's like that you're trying to think of, and I don't know if that came across exactly, but I can't.
Well, you know what
explain it.
though, it obviously does in all the games we play.
I guess.
Right? Because with all the thought process that goes in, people try
It
to...
still amazes me that all you people want to watch
that you watch this
do
stuff. But you know what? Hey,
But-
it is what it is. You enjoy
Yeah.
it, so we keep doing it. But I digress.
Yeah.
Look, you saw what this game's about. It's about fishing, right? It's got a lot of cool tie-ins to the theme. For me, that really works.
Yeah,
The
for sure.
components are fantastic. The whole reel mechanism, awesome. Just being able to plan out your moves ahead. There's a little bit of pressure luck mechanic with the
app.
with the draw cards. Not even
Yeah.
with the app, even with the deck of cards. The drawing
Yeah.
4 cards. You don't know if you're going to get the hit, but you have to account for that.
Yeah.
That's what you need pressure luck with fishing. Like
Yeah,
that. Otherwise,
absolutely.
it's
Yeah.
not fishing. Like 'cause you're
Right.
never guaranteed to get the catch, but you mitigate enough to where you think you're going to get it, and that makes sense to me. So, quite frankly, this game also comes with a whole solo
Yeah.
like going to different it's like a
Right.
campaign almost, like a story where you try you fish against this quiet fisherman, and you're going to these locations. There's a whole like journal in the back of the.
It's like you're like like the angler.
Yeah, it's
kind of thing.
ridiculous. If
Yeah.
I was still allowed to play solo games, I'd be all over that. Let me
Maybe
tell
one
you,
day.
it looks ridiculously good.
Yeah.
So believe me, I mean, this is really for me. This nails it. Honestly,
Yeah.
this hit the nail on the head. I'm really glad we finally got it to the table, because this is one of those where it's like, unless people see it, you're never even going to think about it.
Right,
Like that this is a
exactly.
game. Because I mean, how many people think of fishing as a theme they're going to go after for a game,
Right.
and they may not even thought that it would translate into a game that's actually a little bit thinky.
Well, and I think that kind of speaking to like the weight and also audience, like who we would bring this out for. It's thinky enough that it definitely hits that. It satisfies that need to like do something kind of heavy, like to get your mind wrapped around something. But it's not a brain burner by any means, and it's definitely one that we bring out for like family. It's very easy to teach and to understand kind of what's going on. You can walk through it pretty quickly, and it plays, as you can see, it plays really quickly too. So
Yeah. Once you get the hang of it, it moves pretty fast. So
Yeah.
really enjoy this one. And
Yeah.
so
Me
I think
too.
we covered.
I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah. So there you have it. Freshwater Fly. If you like what you saw, go check it out. It's been out for a while now. Probably a good year.
A year.
Or more.
Yeah, I think a year. Came out in
And if you are into the fishing theme, Cold Water Crown, the predecessor to this, again, more macro, check that out. We saw it at a con. I think it might have been,
Coldwater Crown?
was it Gen Con?
It was Gen Con like 2 years ago.
Yeah, or is it the
No,
Gen
it was
Con?
Gen Con.
Or Origins. It was Gen Con?
was Gen Con.
So it was at Gen Con. We took it out because we were borrowing it from the library or whatever.
No. Our friend Jared was teaching it to us actually.
Oh yeah.
He
Was it
actually taught us that
his copy?
Yep.
Oh
Yeah. So I don't even know when that came out because we
yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it, and then we played it, and I was like, "Dang, I want this game!" And then she bought it for me.
I did.
Yeah, so into our collection. So
Yeah.
now we own it. So there you have it, Freshwater Fly. We hope you enjoy the playthrough. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.
See ya.